I was wondering if you guys could speak a little to the process of being united as co-directors. How exactly does that happen? Do you pitch the idea to Blue Sky yourselves, or do they match you up?
That's a great question. I think this project actually brought Troy and I together, and I think it started because the project had such a great message, and that is people having to work together in order to save the world in the world of espionage where nobody trusts each other, right? But our experience has been so collaborative. And I think that's been the biggest thing that we've been trying to bring throughout the entire production, all the animators back at Blue Sky as well. It's if we're having fun, right, that fun will hopefully show up on the screen. So it's huge collaboration, and that extends to our vocal talent as well.
I completely disagree.
What?
No, I'm just joking. Yeah, no, we didn't know each other before this movie, but now I couldn't live without him.
How is it for you in the booth? How is it working with co-directors? Are they both in there with you at the same time, or is it one person handling one day and then another on another day?
Louder,
quieter. No, it's just been so amazing. I mean, they're so wonderfully great, amazingly brilliant, talented directors, and they're so generous with their time. And they would be in the booth. A lot of times Troy would be inside, and then in the booth, and then Nick would come in, and we would be jamming. Like he would read the other actors' lines and try to get the performance out of me. And it's great, and it was so collaborative and trying to improvise a lot of things. It was just so much fun. It was like being in summer camp, and I could have literally just stayed over in my sleeping bag all day.
Is this your first voice role in a full feature?
Yes, it's a voice role in a full feature. Yes, if you phrase it that way, yes.
How has the experience changed from voicing a character in a feature film compared to some of the other formats you've worked in?
I think it's just been a collaborative experience. There's a lot more time to play with. So even on one line, you could do 20, 50 takes, and then you never know what's going to land. But we have that luxury to kind of build that character a little bit more. So it's been a lot of fun. Going back the second time or third time and see, oh, that's what the character became, and some of the lines changing and seeing the character grow. So that's been a really collaborative and fun experience.
Now, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm not the biggest fan of pigeons. What is this movie going to do to kind of turn that around for me?
You're going to love pigeons.
That's, I think, the brilliance of Walter's idea, right? Is that nobody sees pigeons as anything great, but at the end of this film, hopefully you do, right? Because pigeons are in every major city around the world, and nobody pays any attention to them, much like Walter. But at the same time, they have amazing abilities. They can fly 92.7 miles per hour, which is real. With their eyes on the side of their head, they can see in 360-degree vision, so nobody can ever sneak up behind them. And they can see UV light, which is like perimeter lasers, and they can even see electromagnetic pulses through a wall.
So
they're like
if you guys
superheroes.
get the opportunity to make a sequel, it should be geese instead of pigeons, because that's also a very undervalued bird.
That's true. But
They
pigeons,
get eaten.
If we've done nothing, geese do get eaten, except for at Christmas time. That'd be good to have a goose story at Christmas time. Yeah, no, if we do one thing with this movie, it's to elevate the pigeon to the truly majestic bird that it is.
The pigeon community thanks you.
Yes, exactly.
It should replace the
If you achieve
eagle.
that with the cold heart of a New Yorker, you've done your
Right,
job well.
right.
Fanciers worldwide, that is an actual term for someone who... We've learned a lot about pigeons over the course of this.
Oh, right.
Yes.
If you guys had to name an unsung hero of this production, who would it be? Because we know you guys, but animated movies have so many people on that credit list at the end, and we don't really know what many of them do, which is not cool.
That is true. There's over 550 people back in Greenwich at Blue Sky who put their love and their blood and their sweat and their tears into these movies, and the truth of it is, most of them do go unsung, and that is crazy. So I would recommend that everyone stays for the full credit run at the end of the movie, and you will get a feel for how many people put their effort into it. It's hard to pinpoint just one. Right. I think really
It's the entire flock.
Well,
Oh my God, the pigeon puns
See?
again.
Yeah, we're sorry. We can't even help it anymore.